What's good with it, y'all? It's your boy Santo G. Back at it. You already know, spreading unity, prosperity, and respect. Above all, if you're new here, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button, tap that notification bell. It don't cost you nothing, and it will help out this channel. So today, we almost done with the 90-day, them putting me on restriction for my monetization. We're almost done with the 90 days. Another 5 days, and I'll be able to reapply. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I go through and they're able to monetize my channel, and I'm gonna go full force with the stories again. So I figured I'm gonna just tell you guys this story right here. This was of when I was in Sylmar Juvenile Hall. I was in the compound and I had an iPod. I had an iPod with over 2,500 songs, videos, movies, and it ended up getting taken away. So tell me why I'm just chilling one day in day room and they start bumping music. Boom, boom. I'm like, ooh, they bumping. Okay, it's knocking. Boom, Then another familiar song comes on. Then another one. And you know, whenever you have a CD or a playlist, you know your playlist. You know what's gonna pop up next. So once I heard them 3 songs back to back, exactly how it was on my playlist, I was like, what? Hold on. Jumped up, ran inside the office. I run inside the office, and as I'm going in, I see the homeboy Bebe from Pueblos walking in too. And we both meet up right where the iPod is at. So I look at it and I look at him, and he's like, hey bro, like, I know that's you right there, but I came up on it. So pretty much they had took it from me, and then him having juice running around, he was able to go inside the room where it was at and open up the drawer. There was all kinds of stuff right there. So he told me like, hey G, I just went back there and I came up on it. You know what I mean? Now I know what you guys are thinking. What would you do? Boop, bow, boop, bow, bow. Nah, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be realistic. You gotta think about it from common sense, right? He didn't take it from me. The Juras had already took it from me. So, if anything, he came up on the Juras. So my mentality, you know what I mean, level-headed, understanding, and being ahead of the game, I was just like, hey man, check this out. I'ma shoot you some weed for it. You know what I'm saying? At that time, anybody that knows me from the compound, from Sylmar Juvenile Hall, I stayed with that fire za. So I like, hey, let me just give you some za for it, you know what I mean? And we agreed to a certain amount of za, and I got my iPod back. So that was just crazy though. Now let me tell you how it got taken away. So I have an MP3 player, I have that iPod, and then I had another like a shuffle. I had another iPod shuffle. The iPod shuffle had nothing but like Lil Wayne and stuff like that. And then the other one, the iPod had, shout out Navarro, you know what I mean? Shout out my boy G from Rockwood too, because when I got that iPod, it had like some Rihanna, it had like, if it belonged to a female, it had nothing but R&B and stuff like that, but hey, I had it. So pretty much that one, that iPod, it went through a lot of hands. It came from my jefita. She was working at Sizzler at the time still. So she knew somebody that worked as a bouncer, and he would sell all kinds of gadgets. If you guys remember when I said I had to go come up on some feria because I had lost an iPod, it was from that same source. Now fast forward a year later, I'm in there. And I hit up my mom's like, hey, bring me some food. Not going to expose too much, but she slid it inside the food bag and it made its way in there. So, boom. I get at the homie Lil G from Rockwood. Shout out to homie G from Rockwood. And he gets at the Jura Navarro in his building. And he takes it home. And all the music and everything he had on his house, at his house computer, he loaded it onto the iPod. So boom, we chilling, bumping. And one of the Juras, a female, you know what I mean? I'ma just say Miss P. If you guys are day ones, you guys know who Miss P is. So Miss P comes, she's like, hey, they're about to hit right now. If you have anything, put it up. Boom. I give her, at the time I had a phone. That was my first thing, you know, was the phone. Boom. And then she's like, hey, I'ma come back for the rest, right? So I start gathering up the rest of my stuff, and she passes by, and I boom, 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 knock on the door. I'm trying to give it to her. She's like, just put it under your pillow. I'ma make sure that I come and I hit your room. Hey, if I'm lying, I'm dying. But she told me exactly like that. She's like, hey, look, I'ma make sure I'm the one that hits your room, so don't worry about it. Just put it under your pillow. I put it under my pillow. Next thing you know, boom, they kick the door open, and it's straight like Judas from the street looking like with dogs. Tell all of us to go out. They end up finding it and they take it. So boom, they take it. And the lady that took it, she was like a new supervisor that was like, she had a heavy hand. So she took it into her office. So I couldn't get it back. For a cool minute, I couldn't even get access to that office. So lo and behold, the homie Bebe from Pueblo, shout out him and shout out his brother Takeoff from Pueblos. Any of my brothers from Pueblos, man, send this to them, man. Salute Takeoff and Bebe. You know what I mean? I was in the compound with both of them, 2009, 2010. I left in the beginning of 2010. So, boom. Next thing you know, he gets access to that room. He's cleaning and he gets it. Next thing you know, they're bumping. They didn't know I was gonna recognize it, but either way, he came up on that for a little bit, and then I traded him some bud for that. So you know what I mean? If anything, he came up. He still came up. I ended up getting my iPod back, hey, and it was all love. You know what I'm saying? But that right there, what would you do? What would you do if you get your iPod taken? I was about to say shit, but that would have been pause. Straight Diddy moment right there. But what would you do if you get your stuff taken, right? Like a couple weeks or a month later, you're in the day room chilling with the homies playing dominoes or just shooting the shit, and then you hear it on the loudspeakers, you know what I mean? Let me know in the comments down below. It's your boy Santo G, man. Unity, prosperity, and respect. Above all, shout out Killer Kush, shout out Cali Bullies, shout out Cali Herbs Los Angeles, shout out Hadar Extracts. And if you guys need any kind of junk removal or any kind of dumpster rentals, get at my good people at Martinez Junk Removal. I'm gonna put their number right here. And with that being said, man, more fire content coming soon. Like I said, the 90-day period is about to be up. I got stories for days, good ones. I'm just saving them for when I'm making money, actually monetize. I'm pretty sure my day ones, if you guys go to work, you wouldn't want to go to work and not get paid for it. You know what I'm saying? So y'all bear with me. I appreciate y'all. We out.